Accordingly means as a result or in a suitable way. Sample sentence, the data were analyzed and accordingly interpreted in the report. Accumulation means the process of gradually gathering or collecting. Sample sentence, the accumulation of pollutants affects water quality. Acknowledge means to recognize or admit. Sample sentence, the researchers acknowledge the limitations of their study. Acquisition means the act of obtaining something. Sample sentence, the acquisition of new skills is essential for career growth. Administrative means relating to management or organization. Sample sentence, administrative procedures were streamlined to improve efficiency. Alternatively means as another option. Sample sentence, alternatively, participants could complete the survey online. Analytical means relating to analysis. Sample sentence, analytical methods were applied to interpret the chemical data. Annual means occurring once every year. Sample sentence, the annual report summarizes the organization's activities. Applicable means relevant or suitable. Sample sentence, the guidelines are applicable to all laboratory experiments. Assert means to state firmly. Sample sentence, scientists assert that climate change is accelerating. Assign means to allocate or designate. Sample sentence, each student was assigned a research topic. Attribute means a quality or feature of something, or to regard as caused by. Sample sentence, patience is an important attribute for researchers, the findings were attributed to sampling error. Beneficial means producing a positive effect. Sample sentence, regular exercise is beneficial to mental health. Conservation means the protection or preservation of resources. Sample sentence, conservation efforts aim to protect endangered species. Continuity means the state of being continuous. Sample sentence, continuity of care is important in medical treatment. Convention means a widely accepted practice. Sample sentence, scientific conventions guide research ethics. Convert means to change into a different form. Sample sentence, the software can convert data into visual charts. Coordination means the organization of different elements. Sample sentence, effective coordination improves team productivity. Dependence means reliance on something. Sample sentence, plant growth shows dependence on sunlight. Deviation means a difference from the norm. Sample sentence, the results showed a deviation from expected values. Disadvantage means a negative aspect or drawback, or to put at a disadvantage. Sample sentence, a disadvantage of urban living is limited green space, heavy rainfall can disadvantage field experiments. Distinctive means clearly different or characteristic. Sample sentence, the species has a distinctive pattern on its wings. Donor means a person who gives something. Sample sentence, the blood donor saved multiple lives. Elevate means to raise or improve. Sample sentence, the program aims to elevate public awareness of climate change. Elsewhere means in another place. Sample sentence, researchers conducted studies elsewhere to compare results. Encode means to convert information into a different format. Sample sentence, DNA encodes genetic information. Encounter means to meet or experience, or a meeting. Sample sentence, scientists may encounter unexpected challenges, the fieldwork included several encounters with wildlife. Ethnicity means a social group with shared culture or ancestry. Sample sentence, surveys included participants of various ethnicities. Evident means clearly seen or understood. Sample sentence, the benefits of vaccination are evident in reduced infection rates. Exclusion means the act of leaving out. Sample sentence, exclusion of outliers improved data accuracy. Exploit means to use effectively. Sample sentence, researchers exploit computer simulations to predict outcomes. Expose means to reveal or make visible. Sample sentence, the study exposes flaws in previous models. Favor means to prefer or support. Sample sentence, the committee favors evidence-based approaches. Formulation means the process of devising or creating. Sample sentence, the formulation of the hypothesis was critical to the study. Generalize means to draw broad conclusions. Sample sentence, results cannot be generalized to all populations. Geographical means relating to geography. Sample sentence, geographical factors influence climate patterns. Guidance means advice or direction. Sample sentence, students received guidance on experimental design. Harm means physical or moral damage. Sample sentence, pollution can cause harm to ecosystems. Hierarchy means a system of ranked levels. Sample sentence, organizational hierarchy affects decision-making. Horizontal means parallel to the ground. Sample sentence, the platform is placed on a horizontal surface. Independently means without depending on others. Sample sentence, participants completed tasks independently. Indication means a sign or signal. Sample sentence, fever is an indication of infection. Infer means to deduce or conclude. Sample sentence, researchers infer patterns from the data. Inference means a conclusion drawn. Sample sentence, statistical inference helps predict outcomes. Inherent means existing as a natural part. Sample sentence, risk is inherent in experimental work. Integrated means combined into a whole. Sample sentence, the curriculum integrates multiple disciplines. Intermediate means in between stages. Sample sentence, intermediate results guide further experimentation. Interview means a person conducting an interview. Sample sentence, the interview asked questions about work experience. Intrinsic means naturally belonging. Sample sentence, curiosity is intrinsic to scientific inquiry. Justification means a reason or explanation. Sample sentence, the justification for the study was clearly stated. Meaningful means significant or purposeful. Sample sentence, the research provides meaningful insights. Mediate means to intervene or bring about an agreement. Sample sentence, teachers mediate conflicts between students. Methodological means relating to methods. Sample sentence, methodological approaches were compared across studies. Modeling means the process of creating representations. Sample sentence, modeling helps predict climate change impacts. Motivate means to provide reason or incentive. Sample sentence, incentives motivate participants to complete tasks. Neutral means not biased. Sample sentence, the review was written in a neutral tone. Novel means new or original. Sample sentence, the study introduces a novel approach. Observer means a person who watches or notices. Sample sentence, an observer recorded behavior systematically. Occupation means a job or profession. Sample sentence, agriculture is a common occupation in rural areas. Occurrence means an event or instance. Sample sentence, the occurrence of drought affects crop yields. Otherwise means in a different situation. Sample sentence, follow safety procedures, otherwise accidents may occur. Overlap means to extend over or coincide, or an overlapping area. Sample sentence, project timelines may overlap, there was an overlap in research topics. Overview means a general summary. Sample sentence, the report provides an overview of the findings. Pose means to present or constitute. Sample sentence, the experiment poses several challenges. Proceed means to come before. Sample sentence, initial observations precede detailed analysis. Presentation means the act of showing or explaining. Sample sentence, the presentation summarized the experimental results. Problematic means causing difficulty. Sample sentence, data inconsistencies were problematic for interpretation. Proportional means corresponding in size or amount. Sample sentence, the dosage is proportional to patient weight. Protocol means a system of rules or procedures. Sample sentence, the protocol was followed strictly. Rapidly means quickly. Sample sentence, the reaction occurred rapidly. Readily means easily. Sample sentence, data were readily available for analysis. Recovery means the process of returning to normal. Sample sentence. Recovery from injury varies among patients. Regardless of means without being affected by. Sample sentence, regardless of weather conditions, the experiment continued. Reinforce means to strengthen or support. Sample sentence, training reinforces proper laboratory techniques. Release means the act of letting go or making available. Sample sentence, the release of results was delayed. Relevance means importance or pertinence. Sample sentence, the relevance of the study is highlighted in the discussion. Reliability means the quality of being dependable. Sample sentence, the reliability of the measurements was confirmed. Reliable means consistently good or trustworthy. Sample sentence, the equipment is reliable under laboratory conditions. Removal means the act of taking away. Sample sentence, the removal of impurities improved sample purity. Representative means typical or serving as an example, or a person acting on behalf of others. Sample sentence, the species is representative of the ecosystem, a representative attended the meeting. Resident means a person living in a place. Sample sentence, residents participated in the community survey. Selective means choosing carefully. Sample sentence, selective breeding improves crop traits. Sensitive means easily affected. Sample sentence, sensitive equipment detects minute changes. Simultaneously means occurring at the same time. Sample sentence, experiments were conducted simultaneously in different labs. Socially means relating to society. Sample sentence, socially responsible research considers community impacts. Specialized means designed for a particular purpose. Sample sentence, specialized tools aid precise measurements. Specification means an exact description. Sample sentence, the specification of materials was detailed. Sphere means a particular area or domain. Sample sentence, the research focuses on the sphere of environmental science. Stimulate means to encourage or arouse. Sample sentence, the program stimulates interest in renewable energy. Stock means a supply or inventory. Sample sentence, stock levels were monitored weekly. Subjective means based on personal feelings or opinions. Sample sentence, subjective assessment may vary between evaluators. Substitution means the act of replacing. Sample sentence, substitution of reagents was necessary for the experiment. Sufficiently means enough to meet a requirement. Sample sentence, the sample size was sufficiently large. Tension means mental or emotional strain. Sample sentence, tension increased during the complex procedure. Territory means an area of land or domain. Sample sentence, the species defends its territory from intruders. Traditionally means according to custom. Sample sentence, traditionally, experiments are conducted following established protocols. Undertake means to take on or begin. Sample sentence, the team will undertake a new project. Upper means higher in position. Sample sentence, the upper layer contains more nutrients. Voluntary means done by choice. Sample sentence, participation in the study is voluntary. Wealth means abundance of resources. Sample sentence, wealth of data supports the conclusions.